Hey everybody, we are live. It is so good to see all of you. And there are 8 people on. Let's see. Andrea Mason, the Queen's Court. Hi Denise, happy Sunday. Hi Andrea. And what did you cook for dinner today? Just being nosy since it's Sunday and many of us will tend to fix something a little special for Sunday. What did you cook? I made pot roast in the crock pot. And there's 9 of you guys on. If I could get 9 thumbs up while I'm thinking about it, that would be great. Tashi, how are you? I know you cooked something good because you love to cook. So what did you cook today, Tashi? What did you cook for the hubby? And Julie Marie is on. Hi, Julie Marie. It's always good to see you. And then it's always something around here. Luann is with us as well. And Michelle from All Sorts is with us. So how you doing? And what you ladies cook for dinner today? Oh, Tashi cooked collard greens, lemon chicken, and blueberry muffin. Darcy just jumped on to say hi. She's got to go in 5 minutes, but she has her 3 things video done. Yes, Darcy, I was going to tell people about that. Yeah, so Michelle, All Sorts. You know, Michelle is working on her 3 things video, too. I've got that down further in my list, though. So, Clarissa made spaghetti, salad, and French bread. I almost made spaghetti, but I was out of spaghetti. I had the meatballs, but didn't have any spaghetti. Diva's with us tonight. Hello, Kimberly. And then I think it's Trisha at The Life I'm Trying to Love is making hamburger patties. And Julie Marie had German stew. What is German stew, Julie? I would like to know that. And Michelle said they had French toast. We had French toast yesterday, but we had it for breakfast. But I love like pancakes and that kind of thing for breakfast. But what is German stew? Now, Forlisa said she doesn't cook. Her husband cooked cabbage, baked chicken, pinto beans, cornbread, and chitlins. Wait a minute, Forlisa. You don't cook, but the hubby does. I ain't mad at you. I am not mad at you. Now, my husband cooks and can cook, and over the years has cooked a lot. Particularly when I was in graduate school, he had to cook before I got home. But I tell you what, you got to cook a man. I ain't mad at you. Hello, Andrea Mason from the Queen's Court. So, yes, we're all here. And then Ro is here from It's a Chore Thing. Julie cooked smoked beef sausage, cabbage, and onions. When I go back through the replay, I'm going to check that out again, Julie, because I didn't quite get it all. But, okay, but sausage and beef. And then Shani, the cafe mom, fried chicken, lima beans, baby potatoes, and oh my God, German chocolate pound cake. Love German chocolate cake. And then All Sorts is listening while she settles in. Are you at work? Because I know a lot of times you'll listen while you're at work. And then, yeah, like, can we come over for dinner? I had a pretty good dinner myself, though. And hey, Robin, it's good to see you as well. We have 20 people on. I cannot believe it. Oh, and you guys, guess what? I am just still just like, oh my goodness. I was looking at Drea's video, which was how to collab, how to set up a collab. And I thought, well, we should talk about that later on tonight if there's time, because so many of you guys are collaborating together. And I have really been trying to encourage that. And hey, Deborah. And hey, Karen Jeter, she baked an orange jello pound cake. Oh my goodness. And there's Gina. Says, hello, sisters. And so, hello, Gina. We are all speaking back to you. But I was just telling you guys something I was really excited about. I was going to put Drea's video on how to collab with other YouTubes on as one of the ones, well, I did put it on as one of the ones to watch for tomorrow. Hey, Wendy. But I was hoping if we had time, we could talk about it tonight because sometimes everybody doesn't jump on Monday. And there's so many of you guys on tonight. I looked at that video and she had me in her video. She gave me such a nice shout out. I was just amazed. She talked about how to collab and what a collab is. She gave the definitions for open collab versus closed collab and ways to approach getting into a collab. And then she talked about me and how I'm giving shout outs and suggestions for collabs. I was like, oh my goodness. It was such a nice thing. My hubby and I just finished watching it. So that was just so sweet of her. So yeah, that was just so nice. I could not believe it. So yes, it's always something around here. I believe that is Pam. Yeah, I believe, no, that's Luann. But yeah, it was just so nice. And I certainly did not expect anything that nice. So I appreciate that. So definitely when we get to the end of our business, we'll talk about that, because I think it's important since so many of you are collaborating together. Barbecue chicken sandwiches. You know, I went to a home show and I got some new spices and seasonings. So I will share some of those over the next few days for barbecue. Maybe I can make a chicken sandwich with that too. But yeah, Andrea, it was just so nice. And I think when people do use something nice for you and it's totally unexpected, it just warms the heart. It just really does. So I just really feel good about that. And hey, V, it is good to see you, as always, And you know, country style ribs with baked beans and coleslaw. Diva made country style ribs, baked beans, and coleslaw. You know what, though? I think we take Sunday dinners seriously. Most of us put a little bit more effort into Sunday dinner because you got a little bit of time. Oh, and V said she finally got monetized. So shout out to V. She finally got monetized. And then Around the House with Cheryl is on. And I just missed someone else who was on. And we've got 27 people on. I don't think we've had 27 people on at one time before. And Mary's Nest is on. So right now we're giving shout outs to V because she finally got monetized. So that's cool. She's been working at it for a long time. So way to go, V. Like, whoop, 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 whoop. So, hey, congratulations for that. Mary, thanks for jumping in. And then Cal's Talk is making gumbo for Easter. So that sounds good, too. Bum Bea is on. So, yes, we have 28 people on. Oh, my goodness. Well, guys, we've been on for 7 minutes, just kind of chatting with everybody. So I think I should, and April Will just joined us as well. So I think I better go ahead and at least get started. And then Deborah said baked garlic crusted salmon. You know, I'm not a big fish eater. My husband loves it. He made some salmon the other day and I tasted it. But I can probably do without fish. I mean, he brings home dinner when he goes fishing, but he eats it. I don't. I'll usually eat something else, maybe chicken or something like that. And then Mary's doing leg of lamb for Easter. Are you doing something on your channel about the leg of lamb, Mary? Because I want to know. And then Laura is on too. So, hey, Laura, how you doing? I see your girl is back on her show now. I didn't watch it, but I heard that she was back. So, and I know you're glad of that. So, okay, guys, we've got 31 people on. So if I could get 31 thumbs up, that would be great. And then Silly Mommy is on. And I think Silly Mommy's name is Sylvia. So hello to you too. And let's just go ahead and just start talking a little bit about a few of the collabs that have just dropped. Oh, and Wani's house is on. She said she hasn't even thought about Easter yet. I've thought about Easter just from the perspective that I need to be making some plane reservations because I want to visit my little granddaughters for Easter. It's what I would like to do. I see other people's grandchildren because I'm here, but I would like to visit my own granddaughters that day. And I don't really do a lot of decorating for Easter because there's nobody here but the two of us. Now, if the grandkids were around, I would. But since they're not, I'm hoping to be able to visit one of those families and go there. So thank you, V. She gave me like number 7. I've got 16 thumbs up right now, so that's good. So, all right, so a few of the challenges that just finished up. The spring floral. Oh, Wani, you're in Atlanta too, I believe. That's where my little granddaughters are. They live in Atlanta. They live in Tyrone, I think. I'm not sure where that is compared to where you live. But anyway, a few of the challenges that just finished up was the Spring Floral DIY Challenge. And this is the one where you had to make your own flowers. And I'm sure you guys already saw it, but I totally rocked it. I was just so pleased with the way my flowers turned out. I watched the video by April Wills on how to make paper roses. And it took me a minute. Like that first paper rose you guys saw was a hot mess. But by the time I got to the 4th rose, I was on a roll and they turned out pretty good. And I do want to thank all you guys for your kind words and your encouragement. Because I'm growing by leaps and bounds, kicking and screaming in my DIY capabilities. Oh, so Tyrone's about 30 minutes from you. Okay, cool. And then a lot of you guys did a lot of those. Now, Luann says, I'm a crafter now, totally. I don't know. I'm like that beginner. Like April's channel is DIY Crafters for Beginners. That's my speed, you know, like for beginners. So we'll see. But it was fun, though. And I was so pleased when I got it done and said, I did it myself. And my sister, you know, you guys know Mickey at Live, Laugh, Love, and Pray. She'll say, like, did you do it or did Willie do it? I'm like, no, I did it myself. So, because she knows that a lot of times he'll do those kind of things for me. But I am getting there. So thank you, April, for having that little DIY, that tutorial that was specifically for me. And I have to tell you, I must have looked at that thing at least 10 times, but I got it done. And there were so many cute videos that people did. I mean, each project was cuter than the last one, so you guys really put your A games out for that one. And then Dana's challenge, the St. Patty's Day Beverage Center, was also dropped last week, and some of those ideas just turned out to be so cute. There were so many cute little leprechauns, and the little pots of gold were quite creative. And you know what? I'm going to just try this. I'm going to see if I can take you guys over and show you mine, because I didn't get my video done yet, but I did do my, let's see. Let me move this crock pot out of the way from where I had dinner. This is crazy, I know. But here's where I did mine. I did do it. And I did have like a little hat right here, but I took it down because it was in the way when I was working on dinner tonight, so I moved it. So I did do it, but I got to get the video done. So that probably wasn't smart. Now I got to make sure this thing is set up right again, but I did want Dana to know that I did do it, and I'm going to work on getting that video uploaded this week. It's like once you get behind, it's just so hard to get caught up. But so there was that. And on that same day was, what is a DIY kit? A DIY is a do-it-yourself project. Now, I don't think any of us had any DIY kits. You know, it's like you make your own project up. And depending upon what the challenge is what you do. So Dana's project was a St. Patrick's Day beverage center or beverage bar. And so, you know, you just kind of style your beverage bar for St. Patty's Day. The DIY floral challenge was you had to create some home decor for your home, but you had to do it yourself, and you couldn't buy the flowers. You had to make them yourself. So there's that. And then there was another DIY decor challenge hosted by Bum Bea and Miss V. And there were some pretty original projects in that playlist as well. And then the Spring Coffee Table Challenge, the open invite, hosted by My Style, My Colors. And then Diva's Challenge for the Spring Cloche Collab. It's like there were so many collabs. There were a couple of them on the same day. And Laura said she keeps spending $30 for a Dollar Tree craft, but her kit is all of her supplies. Okay, so if you're talking about a kit, then maybe the kit is all of the things that you use for that particular project. Maybe that's what you mean, or that might have been what Laura meant. But there were just so many great projects that dropped. And if you guys were not able to participate in the collabs, and I understand that, because there's just been so many, and then you have your own things to do, and everything doesn't always make sense for your channel. But we can be supportive, because this is our sister circle, so we can be supportive by going over and at least watching the playlist and leaving comments, because as you know, we're all trying to grow our channels one subscriber at a time, and we all need views and watch time. So you guys heard Miss V just got monetized because she had to have so many hours of watch time even once she got the number of subscribers that was necessary. So if you can, go over and then at least spend some time watching. And now B said she didn't have a cloche, and really, I didn't have a cloche per se either. I had a cheese board. I had a little domed cheese board that I use for my cloche. And I thought, you know, a cloche is something with a dome and a base, and I'm going to use that. And I had not used that particular little item for cheese, so I thought, I'm going to use it for that. Hey, Cindy, how are you? And don't you know, one of my viewers left me a message and said, that's a cheese board, and I've got one just like it. I said, yeah, you're right. It is a little cheese board, but this is how I plan to use it for my cloche. But I thought, well, that's okay. So I think Rita Renee must be on with us. I missed her name, but I see someone is greeting her. Oh, and Cindy said she had the same thing. But yeah, you know, it's like Diva just said we needed to have a cloche and it had to have a dome and a base. She didn't say it had to be a specific kind. And it worked out because I wanted to spend as little as possible. So it just kind of worked out. So yeah, there's Craft with Rita Renee. And Tabitha said she used her cheese dome and then the base of her small cake plate. So right. So see, we all did it. We all did a great job. And one of the beautiful things about the collaborations is that you get ideas and you get inspired from other people. When I first jumped on YouTube and started participating in some of these collaborations, there's no way I would have thought to use a cheese board with a dome for a cloche. But after being with all of you ladies, I've grown, and I thought, I can use this and I can try that. So one of the things about being in the sister circle is that you learn, number one, to use what you have, and number two, you grow in ways you never knew you would. You really do. So there's that. So again, if you were not able to participate, it's okay. People understand. But you can also participate by going over and watching the videos and leaving a comment, because that's so important too. Oh, and leave a like as well. All right. And one of the other things is that I am always astounded by the creativity that we all show. So our sorts, are you at work now and you're just kind of listening while you're either cleaning, cooking, or working? Tell us where you are, because I know you're usually not just sitting. And let me ask you guys too, what do you guys think about my hair today? When I got it done on Friday, I told her, I said, I'm going to go with a little bit straighter look today, because Mickey and my other three sisters or my other four sisters, no, Mickey and my other three, because I have four sisters, are always saying, why do you always get off? You should, you know, go straight. So I thought, okay, I'll try to go a little bit straighter. So you guys like it. I don't know. It's been driving me crazy because I feel like it's on my neck and I keep going like this and going like that. But, you know, it looks longer because it's straighter. I usually have it a lot tighter curled, and then by the end of the week, then they've started to come out. Oh, Michelle's getting ready for bed and just kind of pottering around. Okay, so guys, thank you. Okay, Gina's on her way to church. She'll watch later. Get that. So you guys, thank you. I'm always kind of curious when I do something different. So we'll see how long it lasts. We'll see if it takes more work than the other way. Okay, so let's see. All right, let's get into the collaborations. One of the things, I think before we do that, let's make sure let me give our homework assignments for the night, particularly before Michelle and anybody else jumps off. Our video assignment for this week is to continue our work with our one live stream challenge and our searchability on YouTube. I do have some new challenges coming up, and I'm going to mention them as soon as I give our homework assignment. So let me do that real quick. So the first video assignment is the one by Rob at vidIQ, and we were supposed to look at this one last week for our Monday growth strategy session, but we ran out of time, so I put it back on again this week, because one of the things that we have got to do a better job of right now with this YouTube catastrophe is make sure that our titles are more searchable, that we've got good tags and all of that. And so this particular video is kind of like a beginner's guide to vidIQ to kind of help us figure out whether or not this tool can be helpful to us, and just, you know, like what's what in regards to SEO or search engine optimization, SEO and tags and that kind of thing. Because I know I need help with that. I don't know about you guys, because my views have been down. And so Rose said she's lost when it comes to tagging. So let's take a look at this video, and then we'll talk about it tomorrow at 7 o'clock on our growth strategy discussion. And then the other video that I thought would be good to look at is one by Nick Nimmons, and it is his YouTube description tutorial and template, and should also help us with getting more views by being more searchable and discoverable with SEO, or search engine optimization. So we want to make sure we're taking a look at those two things, because I feel like YouTube's not pushing out videos as quickly. They're not as discoverable as they try to sort out this mess with the child predator scandal. So we have to do what we can do to make sure that people are finding us. So let's take a look at those two videos to do that. And then Laura said she don't know the difference between a tag and a hashtag. Then Laura, my sister, you need to look at both those videos, and we might even need to have a phone conversation, because I'm telling you what, you need to know the difference between a tag and a hashtag. They're huge. A tag are those little words that you put down. Are the video? Yes, the videos are already listed in the description box below. I went ahead and put those in when I sent out the notification, so they're already in there. Now, all of the information about today's challenges are not in there, because I wasn't able to get that in before time for us to come on. I'll put that in later on tonight, but the YouTube assignments is already in there. So there's that. Okay. Oh, and then a few weeks ago, we looked at Nick Nimmons' video, YouTube settings you should know about. And this one proved to be very, very interesting. And there were some things that I needed to do, and I went in and made some changes on my channel. I still got some more work to do. But if you guys didn't do that and didn't watch that video, you're missing out. You got to get in there and take care of that. So Marilyn just joined us at Fabulous Designs on a Budget. So, okay, let's jump into it. So we have one ongoing challenge, and that's the Hug Your Home Challenge. I think they're up to week 10 right now. I plan to start that one maybe next week. I'm not sure when, but I plan to start it. I just got to figure out when I can work it out. And then some new ones, well, that we have coming up. Don't forget that Tuesday is my Spring Kitchen Vignette Challenge. You know, that's one of my favorite ones, just because it's spring. And I'm hoping all of you guys are planning on jumping in on that. So now here are the details. You've got to have a tray, because the vignette needs to be portable, because as you know, table space or kitchen counter space is prime real estate. So there's that. So Michelle said already in schedule, so cool beans. So there's that. And now what are the details in addition to the tray? Spring flowers, a bunny or a bird, and something with words on it. And you get to decide what that something with words on it is. And the videos deploy anytime Tuesday after 7 a.m. Eastern. So Laura filmed hers today. Luann said hers is ready to go. So good. And, you know, I think that's a fun one. And I think because by the time we get to that point, we are just so ready for spring. I know I am. I'm just tired of winter. But, okay. So now, the next thing that I have coming up is March 19th is the $5 DIY Easter 2019. Now, this is another challenge hosted by Bum Bea. Now, you know she's doing a $5 challenge every month this year, and she's having a different co-host for most of those. And this month, the co-host is going to be Joanne, but I'm not sure Joanne from where. She just told me Joanne. Her invite video drops tomorrow, but she did send me an email so I could give you guys a heads up for this live stream. Now, what are the rules for the challenge? Well, first of all, it's got to be Dollar Tree items only. Easter-related themes. So this is her Easter DIY challenge. And the videos go live on Tuesday, March 19th at 5 a.m. Pacific, 7 a.m. Central, or 8 a.m. Eastern. And as always, there'll be a playlist available. A work in progress. Oh, that Joanne. I know her. Okay. A work in progress, Joanne. All right. So, B, if you've got any other goodies you want to drop while you're on here, be sure and let everybody know. But the video does deploy tomorrow. And As I always say, be sure and do your due diligence by checking out the videos so that you get the correct information, because every now and then I might get something a little bit wrong. So I try hard not to, but it's always possible for that to happen. Can you use items you already have? I'll let B answer that for the most part, but I believe if the items came from the Dollar Tree, I believe you can. But B, what are your thoughts on that? Or if Joanne is on from a work in progress, can you use items you already have, or do they have to be newly purchased items? Inquiring minds want to know. So what are your thoughts on that? While we're waiting for B to answer, I'm going to go on because on March 20th is the, okay, so B says yes, as long as you spent less than $5, you can use items you already have, but you do need to tell how much things cost because, again, it does need to cost less than $5. $5, $5, $5. All right. Now, March 20th is the Spring Decor DIY Challenge Open Invite, hosted by Homebody with Forlisa and Sharon at Creative Glam. And Forlisa, thank you so much for sending somebody over to my channel. I can't remember now who it was, but they said that they came and that you sent them. So thank you. But this challenge is the Spring DIY Decor Challenge Open Invite, hosted by Homebody with Forlisa and Sharon at Creative Glam. And Sharon just put up a reminder video a couple of days ago to remind you about the challenge. And the important thing for this one is that you do need to create some kind of home decor, but it must be under $20. So you do have a budget limit. Your videos should not go live before 7 a.m. March 20th, but they will have a playlist available the day before. And then on March 21st, here is our monthly Look for Less challenge. And this is hosted by Yami, the Latina next door. And this time her co-host is Kristin K. And as always, she wants you to get your inspiration from a high-end look and then make a DIY project that is more budget friendly. And then you do need to show a picture of the high-end item and as well as what you actually made. And tell how much it costs. So tell how much the high-end item costs and then tell how much you actually spent. So there's that. That's always a fun challenge too. I did it once last summer when I made that baker's rack. So I got a baker's rack from my mom's garage, which they were going to put out on the street. And I brought it home and painted it up and ended up with a very nice little baker's rack. And I'm going to use it this summer on my back patio. So those are good challenges because one of the things that most of these challenges do is they either move us forward in our spring decorating or they help us create some things that we need around our home. So there's that. All right. So now here's another one. And this one I think is the same. No, Yami's challenge was March 21st. Now what we need to be on the lookout for is whether or not Drea is going to do another thrifted Look for Less, because she did that right on the heels of Yami's Look for Less. So we'll see what happens with that. But on March 22nd is the Spring Easter Mantle Challenge. And this one is co-hosted by Stephanie at Creative Miss Me, along with Shushana at Regal Designs. And as I said last week, this is the first challenge that Shushana has co-hosted. So she's really excited. So if you guys are so inclined, jump in. Now, the $5 Goodwill Challenge, Cindy, I do not know. I have checked Hillary at Old World Homes channel twice a week for the last 2 weeks. I have seen nothing posted. Now, you know, I just thought, I did not check her community tab. Maybe I should look there to see if she's posted something there. But I looked at her channel and she's been posting videos every couple of days, about every 3 days, but she has not posted anything about the $5 Goodwill Challenge. And you know she's got a new baby. I think Luke is probably about 3-4 months old now. So I just don't know if she's had time to do that or not. So Luann said she hasn't announced it yet. And I've been looking because everybody's waiting. I went to the Goodwill. I've already got something for the challenge, but I'm just waiting like everybody else. So there we go. So with the Spring Mantle Easter Challenge, co-hosted by Stephanie and Shushana, you must include a spring garland, You know, I don't want to assume anything about the date since I don't have any information, because she could change it this time and then I would have put the wrong date in there and then you guys won't trust what I tell you. So I'm not going to make any assumptions about that just yet. Ha! Thank you. Okay, so, but anyway, in the Spring Mantel Challenge, you must have a spring garland, spring flowers, and a buddy. And hey, Mike 856 is back with us again. He hasn't been on for a very long time, but every now and then he jumps in and joins us, ladies. So hey, Mike, how you doing? But you can have more than one bunny, but you must have at least one. And the upload date is after 7 a.m. Eastern, and they will have a playlist and a hashtag available for your use. But this is March 22nd. And then there's another one on March 22nd. So we've got the Spring Clean Closet Challenge. So you know Heidi Sonbo and Jessica at Casa Magnolia, every year they do this Clean Closet Challenge. And I think they might do it every season. So anyway, it's dropping on March 22nd after 9 p.m. Eastern. Now, Heidi is doing something different now. On vidIQ and a couple other places, it will tell you what is the best time to post your video. And I know on mine sometimes it says the best time is between 9 and 11 p.m. So Heidi's been posting hers at 9 p.m. So this Spring Clean Closet Challenge 2019, co-hosted by Heidi Sonbo at Happily Thriving Heidi and Jessica at Casa Magnolia, is to be uploaded after 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, what are the details? Boy, you just got to get in and clean up a closet. You get to pick, but it's got to be a closet. They're being very strict about that this year, but you need to show a before and after picture. I don't know. Some of my closets are a hot mess. I don't know if I want you to see how bad they really look. And Cheryl said she did the Clean Pantry Challenge with Heidi. Those are good challenges because really they help you get your house clean. They help you get things organized. So this is their Clean Closet Challenge. So if you guys got a closet that needs work, then this makes perfect sense for you. If you crafters out there don't want to do a closet, like a closed closet, but maybe you've got a crafting closet where you keep all your crafting supplies, because I've got all my crafting supplies in a closet. That makes sense for you, so think about that. And Mike, it's so nice to have you here to support us. We really do appreciate that. And you're always nice when you jump on too, so we appreciate that. So again, Heidi and Jessica will have a playlist, and as always, they want you to mention their channels in your description box and link to it and all that kind of thing. Okay, now March 23rd, here's the DIY Mommies Challenge, and this is probably one of the biggest ones for the spring. And I finally got a little bit of information, and what I did was I went to her community tab, because remember, she's doing something different. She's not posting videos to talk about her upcoming challenges. She's putting the information on her community tab, and she only does it about maybe 2.5 weeks before time for the challenge to drop. And what she wants is a spring DIY and decor item. So it must be a new video about a spring-themed DIY or decor project. Mention in the video that you are taking part in the DIY Mommies Spring DIY and Decor Challenge. Ask your viewers to check out the playlist and watch all the videos. And then the playlist will be available on the 22nd, but make sure your video does not deploy before the 23rd. Now, here's the thing. She will get 150 videos in her playlist. Seriously, she will get 150 videos in her playlist. So this one is huge. So this is your opportunity to get a lot of new eyes on your channel. But there's 150 videos in the playlist. And as YouTube etiquette and collab etiquette requires, you need to go through all the videos. Now, you may not be able to get it done in a day. So Clarissa is waving hello there. Okay. So now you're talking about no grain banana bread. You must be talking to Mary. You guys must be talking about cooking something. So I'm going to leave that alone. All right. Now, so there's that one from the DIY Mommy that we've been waiting for information from or for. March 30th is Davita Lane Creations is hosting her spring Easter tour or spring home tour. Video upload date is March 30th, anytime after midnight. And then also we got a new one here, and this one is hosted by Miss B, our very own Miss B, our mysterious Alberta, and Cynthia, she's so blessed. So again, I see that you guys are collaborating with one another. You're making friends and you're checking each other out. Loretta Dot is on, so hey Loretta, good to see you too. So now just as a reminder, when you look at the other ladies that are on, like if you click on their picture, you'll get a drop down box and it will give you the option to go to their channel. You can go to the channel, look around. If you like what you see, then you can decide to become a part of that family. If not, just come on back over here and just keep it moving. So there's that. So do get to know the other people in our sister circle, because we are all trying to grow our channels one person at a time. And so in order to do that, we need to kind of just look around and see what's what and see who's out there and see who we might want to partner with. And while I'm on that same line, there are certain words that you cannot say when you're in a live stream. And one of those words is subscribe and subscribers. If either of you guys, any of you guys say that in your comment, YouTube blocks it. And so I might see it when I'm looking at the replay, but nobody out there will see it. So just don't even put that in there. So that's why I've started saying that if you go over and visit and you like what you see, then you can decide whether or not you want to become a member of their family or a member of their community like that. So we really have to be conscientious about the terminology that we use. Otherwise, to use that word, to use the S word, is considered harassment or spam. So hope you guys get that. So Julie Marie, you're talking about natural cooking. You must be talking to Mary, because she's definitely into that. All right, so we talked about the spring closet. We talked about DIY. We talked about Davita Lane's Easter Spring Tour. So now there's a new one, which I was just starting to talk about. This is a new collaboration with Miss V, Cynthia, she's so blessed, and Mysterious Alberta. And they are bringing to us a blue and white tablescape challenge. So now, what are the details? Well, first of all, you have to create a tablescape using the colors blue and white. So that's pretty simple. Well, you know, Rita, I think you might be able to say it, but your viewers cannot. And I'm trying not to say it. And I just tried to say it this time just so I can let people know what to say and what not to say. So there's that. I see two people are making a connection already, Mary and then Julie Marie. So we got some natural cooking people out there that are making connections. So anyway, back to the new collaboration between Cynthia, she's so blessed, Mysterious Alberta, and Miss V. The blue and white tablescape challenge. And I got some new blue and white plates. So it should be pretty good. It should be a lot of fun. And you know, blue and white can be so pretty for spring. Put that on a white tablecloth. That's just going to be nice. So I'm looking forward to that one. Will they change the S on the button? No, I don't think they'll change that. Yeah, I don't think they'll change that. But like, for example, if you put that word in your comment, they hold those comments. And even if I click on approve it or allow it, they won't release it. So just letting you know. And then Miss D just said you could use turquoise or aqua, some form of blue is all that's required. I got some really pretty blue and white flowers. So there's that. Okay. So I think that's it. So now Mary's Nest said, YouTube catastrophe, what's that? Mary, you're joking, right? You have got to, you're joking. You're not telling me you don't know about all that's been going on. Well, and just in case you asked that question because you don't know, or you asked it in case someone else didn't know, there has been a scandal on YouTube where predators have been targeting family channels, and they've been watching children and looking at them in inappropriate ways. Say, for example, there's a family channel and their daughter does gymnastics, and you know the kind of little leotards you wear when you do gymnastics, and then the girls are flipping, or they might have their little butts up in certain ways. And what YouTube found is that predators and pedophiles have been going to these channels, leaving very derogatory comments, or they would timestamp it like 351, just put in the words 351, or they might say something nasty at 351. Well, then other predators would come to those channels and just scroll up to 351 and watch that child making inappropriate comments or thinking inappropriate thoughts. So YouTube has deleted comments on millions of channels, and they've deleted thousands of channels. So there's really quite a bit of an uproar, and Daryl Eves made a very good video about it. Roberto made a video, and he also made a rant, and so his channel got his video got demonetized because of some of the things that he said. And I think hashtags are a big deal. You know, I think they can be. I think hashtags help you find your video, or certain like videos. They certainly help your videos get recognized. But how big a deal? I don't know. I'm still learning about hashtags, so we'll see. But yeah, Cal, that's what's been going on with the predator scandal. So many channels have been demonetized, or they've had their comments deleted, particularly channels that feature children or family channels. And the effect that happened as a result of that, so let me just finish that thought, was that advertisers were pulling their advertising. So people like Disney, people like the ones that own Fortnite and places like that have been pulling their advertising. So YouTube had to fix it. And so the first thing they did to fix it was to delete the comments on millions of channels. That's the first thing they did. So now you guys are talking more about the hashtags, saying that hashtags are good in the description, but not to name your channel with. Yeah, Marie, it's a good thing you're not putting your boys on, because then you might get targeted. So thank you, though, for putting in that comment about the hashtag, because it's like I couldn't follow the two trains of thought at one time. But yes, hashtags are good. The other thing is you don't want to put emojis in your title, because YouTube doesn't recognize them. The SEO engine doesn't recognize them. They don't know what quite to do with the emojis, so don't put emojis in your title. And I've been putting hashtags in my title, though, so maybe I better stop doing that. I'll either have the hashtag in the first part or the second part, and then I'll put what I wanted to say, but I'm going to start putting the hashtag back in the description box and not in the title. So thank you. I think it was whoever shared that information. Thank you for that. And I'll do some more work on hashtags, and I'll bring that information tomorrow to our growth strategy session so that I could be more up to current on that. Because really, guys, I'm learning a lot of this stuff just like you guys are. Oh, Miss B did. Okay, so B at Bum Bea DIY. So B, thank you for sharing that information. I'm still growing with hashtags myself. Yeah, the hashtag in the title confuses YouTube. That makes perfect sense, B. Makes perfect sense. Okay, so now we talked about the blue and white tablescape on March 30th. Now, this one, guys, is not new, but they had to change the date. And it was the Spring Porch Clean and Decorate Challenge hosted by M&M, which is Marilyn at Fabulous Designs and Marie at Marie's DIY. Because of the weather, and the weather has just been crazy cold, they had to change the date to April 6th. So if you wrote in your calendar that it was in March, change the date to April 6th. And then I will have this information in our description box later on tonight. I'll have just a brief and abbreviated list. But make sure you go to the invite videos to get all the current information. I see Miss V just joined us. Okay, so hey V, how you doing? Now on April 8th and May 10th, these are the last two that I have, and both of these are by Wani at Wani's house. Oh, excuse me. So on April 8th, the Spring Decked and Styled Home Tour collab hosted by Wani. And she wants you to share 2 places in your home decked out and styled for spring. Must include flowers. Must include a DIY showing one of the 2 floral arrangements. And upload date begins on April 8th at 7, but she'll leave the playlist open until April 10th. So it sounds like you can upload sooner than later. So you can upload on April 7th, on April 8th, and the playlist closes on April 10th. So share 2 places. So it doesn't have to be a complete house tour, but at least 2 rooms or 2 places in your home. The one that changed the date, that was the Spring Porch Clean and Decorate Challenge. I think it was March 27th before. So if you have that in a list, you can look at that one. But it was changed to April 6th, and it's the Spring Porch Clean and Decorate Challenge, co-hosted by Fabulous Designs on a Budget and Marie's DIY. And then the last one that I have is the May 10th one by Wani, which is the Spring Patio Party. And this is the one where you ask to decorate your patio, your deck, or your porch. And then share it with all of us. And it's her 3rd or 4th year to host that challenge. And so you can, it's a DIY to upgrade or refurbish the space. Patio tablescape as well. So do a patio tablescape either on your bistro table, your picnic table, or whatever little table you've got out there. And the upload date is Friday, May 10th. So there's that. Now, I did check Secondhand Tracy Ann's. I didn't see any new challenges there. I checked Hillary at Old World Home. I didn't see the $5 Goodwill challenges yet. I checked Kenya's Decor Corner. I didn't see any new ones there. Kenya does have a closed collab on her channel that looks very interesting. And she did a closed collab with 3 other YouTube friends. So you guys might want to go and visit her and take a look at that one and leave her some love. But that was a closed collab. So there's that. So we have been on 47 minutes. So let me ask you guys, when we get done looking, when you guys jump off here, do go over to Drea's at Clueless Tips, and take a look at her YouTube video on how to collaborate with others. And it's really very interesting because she talks about the fact that if you want to collab with another YouTuber, that when you do... So good night, Julie Marie. She says she's got to go. And we've gotten all of our business taken care of. We've gotten our YouTube assignment for tomorrow taken care of. So we've got all of that done. And, oh, Davita, you are quite welcome. So I think that is all of the business that we have to do. But now, let me just say about our 3 Things Challenge. Don't forget the challenges that we have coming up with our Sister Circle. And as you guys know, in this Sister Circle, we want to become more, we're trying to grow our channels 1 subscriber at a time. So to do that, we have to have video content that is good and video content that is searchable. And so one of the things, it's what Sean Cannell calls pillar content. So one of the things that I asked you guys to all do was create a 3 things video, meaning that you create a video about 3 something as relevant for your channel. So now a few of you guys have done that. So now let me just see. I wrote down the one who I've seen. So April Will, and she's one of our newest little sisters. Her video was 3 tips for origami beginners. So she got hers up last week. Darcy at Organizing Made Easy with Darcy, she posted her video today, and it's called 3 Habits, 3 Rules, Tips for an Organized Home. Angie, and she's one of our newer members as well. She just joined us about 2 weeks ago, and her channel was called Love Always Angie, and she did 3 best organizing tips for 2019. And then Michelle from All Sorts is working on her 3 things video right now. She's doing some editing, but it should be coming up in the next few days. And then I did mine. I did thrifting do's and don'ts 3 tips. So those are my 3 things so far. So how many of you guys are working on your 3 things? Where are we with that? I thought Christy was working on hers, but I didn't see it yet. Okay, so B, you said there's a new, let me write that down. Well, I'll catch that when I go through the replay, but a new video on creators about what? Say that again, B. So Loretta Dot, you did your 3 things. Let me find it. Loretta, what was your 3 things about? And you know what, now that you say that, I think I looked at it, but I forgot. So Ro's going to do her 3 things this week. Oh, Loretta did hers on anxiety. Clarissa's working on her. She got sidetracked because of some home repairs. I get that. Oh, new guidelines for YouTube. Yes. I will check that out. And if it's something that I think is urgent, we might need to preempt whatever we were going to talk about tomorrow and bring that up. But because we want to make sure we stay timely and on top of things. But I will check that out, B. So thank you. And some of the new guidelines have to do with the predator, the child exploitation scandal. So Laura said she's going to stop the collabs until she does her 2 sister tasks. And you know what, Laura, that could be good because remember the 2 videos that you do, the 3 things video and the live stream, those are to bring people to your channel, to drive new traffic, and to create content that people will come back and look at time and time again. I did a live stream the other day, and it was one of my assignments from my Sean Cannell course, and it was one of the things that he wanted us to try was a video title with "Don't do something before blah, blah, blah." And I've been struggling lately with views on my videos. And I did "Don't buy from the Grove Collaborative before watching this video." And my count went up. I think I've had almost 300 views on that video, which is good considering how videos haven't been pushed out a lot the last few days. So, but now that's searchable content and then will always live on my channel. When I did the collab with Shelly and Ricky, and it was thrifting, my everyday life, thrifting, but then the other part of the title was thrifting tips, do's and don'ts, 3 tips or something like that. People are going to watch that video because they want to see what are the do's and don'ts. That's pillar content, and it'll always be relevant. And so the 3 tips that Loretta shares on anxiety is evergreen, so they'll always be relevant. So those are to help you grow. So I'm looking forward to seeing those. And I've looked at everybody's so far. I haven't looked at Darcy's because she just got hers up today. So I'll look at that today and try to get it in the playlist. And I will look at Loretta's. But we're getting it done, guys. We're getting it done. So there's that. All right, guys, so we've been on 53 minutes. Laura said her thrift videos do well. So then, Laura, if your thrift videos do well, and you know, you did that 10 thrifting sweep challenge, you know, maybe you might consider 3 top places to thrift in your area or something like that. I don't know. But just something related to that. Or because thrifting videos always do well. People love to thrift. When I was a kid, you couldn't pour me into a thrift store. I hated to go to thrift stores. I didn't want anybody giving me anything. I didn't want to go to the Goodwill. I associated that with being poor. And I'm like, no, I'm not poor. I don't need that stuff. And now I love to go thrifting. So Laura, you said you need to talk to Bea. So Bea, you know, give her an email, connect with her. So Renee, you said you can't link to the playlist. Cheryl, you're already a part of the Sister Circle. You've been a part of our circle from almost the very beginning. So I missed who that was. It said their organization videos tend to do very well. So Darcy's video is, which is just coming out today, is 3 habits, 3 rules, tips for an organized home. Maybe you might say something like the 3 best organizing products, or 3 hacks for organizing your home, or something like that. You know, just whatever. It can be 3 tips, 3 reasons, 3 tools, 3 something. Just 3. Whatever makes sense for you. That's just it. Whatever makes sense for you. Like I did a Fly Lady video, and I think I did 5 reasons to clean like the Fly Lady. And that was for something else, but it just made sense for me. So just, you know, don't make it hard. Think about whatever it is that you already do. What are your 3 favorite organizing products? Or what are the 3 favorite organizing books you like to read? Or are there organizing YouTubers you like to take a look at? Do you follow Marie Kondo and that kind of thing? So B says, yeah, B, Fly Lady videos, you know, do well for you too. So, yeah. So I think Rita's having trouble uploading to other people's playlists. And Rita, I think, I almost got distracted. Sorry about that. I think what sometimes people do is they try to copy and paste the link and upload that way. But what you have to do is click on the link. Like if you want to upload your video to a link, typically you click on the link. And don't try to open it, but you click on the link and let the link open itself. Once the link opens, then you should see something that says you have permission to add videos to this playlist. And there should be a little button over on the side that says add video. And then once it says add video, click that where it says add video. Then No, it's not too late, Cheryl. 3 tips in the garden. I would love to hear that one. You know me in the gardens. But yeah, no. The 3 things we were hoping that people can have it done by March 9th, but we understand that it can't. It's not a hard and fast rule. It's like if you guys can get your 3 things done by the end of March, great. Because remember, these 3 things are for you. They're for your channel. So, okay, so again, once you get over there, once you click it and it opens up that says you have permission to add videos to this link, click add video. Then when that comes up, you'll see a screen that says URL or add your own video. If you're adding your own video, you click the button, click your own video. And then when that opens up, click on your video. If you're trying to add another video, like if I was trying to add your video to my playlist, then what I would do is I would click URL. And then I would have the URL from your video and I would paste that in the box and then I would upload it that way. Did that help? And you can always contact the host of the collab if you're having trouble and they will help you. So did that help? I'm looking forward to them 3 gardening tips because I'm ready to get my gardening started. I am just so ready. I was outside today looking at my fairy garden. I bought a couple things to put in it. I'm just so ready. Okay, so Clarissa said that helped her. I'll do a video about how to do that one day. But these are things that so many other people have them done, and I think, you know. So, okay, yeah, I'll do that. It's one of those things that's so simple, but I feel like, okay, people have already know how to do that. But if you guys think it'll be helpful, I'll have to try to do that. So Liz, how are you doing? I haven't seen you doing any tags lately. So Renee, you tried that and it didn't work. Now, sometimes the playlists just don't work. And sometimes if your computer is running really slow, like, oh, I was so frustrated one day. I was trying to get into a playlist. I can't remember whose playlist it was. And when I clicked on it, it wasn't available. So when I clicked on it again, and then it was available, and it said you have permission to add to this playlist. So I clicked on add video. And my computer was running slow, and it didn't load. And it didn't load. Okay, so Clarissa, yeah, go feed the hubby. I'll talk to you tomorrow. And so I clicked out of it and refreshed it and came back. And by the time I came back in, there were like 20 videos in the playlist. And I would have been number 2 if I would have just waited and let my computer load. But then I'm like, okay, Denise, you're in the playlist. Chill. Laura said she's always surprised when she adds one. Well, once I figured it out, so when I can't get one in, then I'm surprised because I figured there's something going on with the playlist if I can't add my video the way you were supposed to. Because you should be able to click on it and add it. Well, okay, guys, we've been on an hour. It's time for us to wrap it up. My hubby's been quiet in the other room, and so I think he's been quiet long enough. So I think it's time for me to wrap it up. So, hey, I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Be sure and go on and look at Drea's video on how to collab with others. The link for that video is in the description box. And you see what a nice shout out she gives to me in our sister circle. So good night, guys. I will see you guys all tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for jumping on. I really appreciate it. And when you guys get ready to do your live stream, send out a notification so that we can try to jump on and support you. And Liz, I am doing very well, very well. I'm good. I can't complain. Losing a little weight and I'm feeling pretty good. Let's just hope I keep going in that direction. So good night, guys.